Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
When these two teams met in 2015, 101 points were scored. The Giants and Saints are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is Ricky Williams. He spent 3 years as a Saint, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They run with Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Tried for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the carry, here's Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Elway. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Being chased out left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Operating from the gun, Murray. And got him in. It's Woods. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and throw it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Ricky Williams, 93 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Elway. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Murray going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And, right away, he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now a second down throw for Vick. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Anderson's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
And now out come the Giants. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
Whoosh.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Williams. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They run with the Hall of Famer, Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Williams. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Vick with a give to Sanders. Spinning away. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Vick on 2nd down. Lets this one rip toward Graham. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing, Vic. Man open, Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Here's Michael Vick. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Double. Face flag 2. Go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Vick. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Orange.
Here's Vick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Vick readies to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss from 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Motion.
From midfield, Elway. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now here's Vick. Rolling to his left. Jerry Rice, open right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Vick leaves to Sanders on the draw. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Hall of Famer Howie Long with the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw, Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it the rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kevin Green there brings him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This is Sanders, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Vic to throw it. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On third down, Vic. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Barry Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is third down and 12. Vick now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-time interception. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. For the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Hall of Famer, Too Tall Jones there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming, tries for Rice, intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Like 20!
Right back to him on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Like 20! Like 20!
They'll run it with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
54! Go!
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
On the ground, this is Williams. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ricky Williams, 37 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, Bolt 66. Quick, get!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the Sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go Bandit! Like 20! Like 20!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Let's go.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. It'll come out now.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Lawrence Taylor in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this one go deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Short kick. One of the up middle, take it now. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Howie Long. in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That is going to be caught by Sharp. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
He's absolutely a great route runner. That doesn't surprise me at all considering he had an NFL wide receiving brother in Sterling Sharp that he could learn from. But Shannon did his best stuff from the tight end position as we just saw there.
Boy, he had some great games. One in particular, postseason, January 9th, 1994 against the Raiders, when Shannon Sharp tied a postseason record with 13 receptions, although that would later be broken by Darren Sproles, who had 15 catches in a 2011 postseason game. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They fake the give. Now Elway. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Brady to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Goal 50.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
New York set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Underneath to Allen. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Captain Comeback John Elway Charles, he's trying to do it again here.
47 regular season comeback victories in his career. But I think the stat that really leaps out at me, 12 times he did it in the playoffs. That's winning time.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Elway. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Brady now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the I. They'll run it with Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMarcus Ware. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a